as well. Look at that. Typical Craig.
Here comes playing. Oh, my word! Absolutely magnificent. Reed! He rose so high! Touched the sky! 2-1 down! 3-2 up! It's meant to be! It's surely meant to be! Incredible!
Be a long night. Pakatari's played it through, and Bowen's in. It's up for grabs now. He's done it.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Good, the Bad, and of course the Ugly Show, season 3, and it's now episode 5. And man,
The Uglies run away.
oh no, I'm here. Anthony's is in the good
Oh.
for a change. He's in the good, but yeah, but you're probably right in the first place. Yeah, the ugly one is not with us at the moment. So, how are you, Fuzzy?
Arteta in forever and ever 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 and ever. And I suppose we're at the point where it's like, well, our two managers out. You know, we're sort of at the point now. Well, you're way past the point of no return. Man United look like it should be. Well, actually, to be honest, with our manager, he had an out to potentially Benfica. They sacked their manager overnight last night after 2-0 up at home to the Carrier Bag club, and lost 3-2.
Yes,
So,
I see that
Good
game.
job on that one, Benfica. But no, I think they're looking at Jose Mourinho. And I've had a look at the Benfica's Champions League fixtures, and they've just played their easiest one. Every single one is the top clubs all over Europe. Good luck, Jose.
Oh man, we will come on to our managers in a minute, but as always, let's say hello to the great people in the chat that was with us, and starting off with Leslie. Good evening, Leslie. Saying evening, Tony, Fuzzy, and Anthony. Hopefully, the ugly one will join us at some point. You know what he's like. Lateness is greatness, as he says. Good evening, Sharky. Good to see you as well. Evening to all in the chat, and of course the panel. At least Anthony supports a team that can win. Yeah, we don't let him gloat about that though. But you know, yeah, you're not wrong there.
Bristol City.
Yeah, Bristol City, yes. As Lizzie's saying here, Jose's joining Benfica. Thank fuck would have ruined their club with his demands, shit style of football. This is true. We've dodged one there. Good evening, Matt. Hope you're well, matey. Good to see you. Big up the panel in the chat, and of course it's.
Pick up, Matty.
I think it's going to be Nuno. Yeah, it seems to be that he's going to, been hammered on with that. But so we're going to do that once we catch up with the chat. He's also saying, but somehow I think Potter is going to pull another win out of the bag to give him a stay of execution, because my God, when the chips are down, that's when West Ham become United. Yeah, you're not wrong there, mate. And
I hope you
hopefully Sullivan sees beyond.
I hope you don't mean become Man United, because you'll lose either way.
Well, I suppose that's what we're currently united about at the moment. You know, we're good at doing that.
That's true.
Leslie's saying West Ham's biggest weakness, set pieces. Palace big strength, set pieces. Another thumping inbound. Yeah, I think that's more likely going to be the case here as well. Matt's saying good, bad, ugly, but tonight boring, inept, and out of his depth.
True.
Well said, Matt. Superb. Absolutely brilliant, that one. He's also saying, I don't think the defence has faith in Hermanson, and I don't think Hermanson has faith in the defence. It's a win-win, as they say.
Big deal, that. You know,
Yeah,
goalkeepers can't trust their defence, and then the defence can't trust the goalkeepers. So you get the worst of both worlds.
Oh, man, it's not good in that. No, also neither have faith in Potter, and where's the Debo? Yeah, that's an interesting one, because I don't think he's actually injured as far as I know, but...
Hiding.
Yeah. He's waiting for his supply of Vic so he can rub it on his chest so he can breathe properly. Matt's saying if Nuno comes in, it just means another rebuild in January on a shoestring budget again. It's a merry-go-round of rebuilds. The rebuild that Lopetegui did has put the club back even further. Yeah, that's damaging. Massively, Matt, isn't it? Really?
I
No
don't
idea,
think you
Leslie.
can call. I don't think you can call it a rebuild then.
Oh, mate. Papering over the cracks.
Deconstruction. That's his project.
Deconstruction of Lopetegui. No idea, Leslie. Maybe after all this time, Potter's finally realised that Tadebo's rubbish, basically. True, Matt. You're not wrong again. We've got no leaders in the squad at all. Nobody to say, come on, let's do this. We let those with a bit of character leave and didn't replace them. And we can't rely on Bowen. We need to have a voice of people. Potter's as much character as a tin sardine. Matt's also saying this isn't on Potter, it's on his staff as well because their methods aren't working. Yeah, I had apologies. I think I said West Ham don't have a set piece coach, but I found out yesterday there is a set piece coach. Supposed to be pretty decent. Let me find out the name again because no idea who this man is. Looking at him my phone, but
I think he must have misread the profession, where it said set piece coach. What he actually misread is set in pieces coach. Right, your defender's going to be in bits over there, your attacker's going to be completely ripped apart over there, and your midfield is going to be absolutely nowhere because they've been blasted apart by the opposition.
Well, this is the fella's name. Right. Yeah, it's in a nutshell, basically. The man that we've got who's our set piece coach is a fella named Narcis Palach. Probably Narcissus Palach, could be that. Apparently, he's Spanish. He's had brief spells. Yeah, probably as well. He's had. Look at this. It just shows interim spells for a manager of Huddersfield before moving to Stoke in 24 with big expectations. He then guided him from 5th into the relegation zone and was sacked after a disastrous few months in charge. That's why he's here. Apparently, he's known for his intricate possession-based style of football, which didn't pay off in the Championship. However, the coach's creativity means it isn't a surprise that Potter elected to bring him in, but to use him as a set-piece coach is bizarre. That says it all, folks.
Or maybe he's managing. That's why you're losing.
It's okay, you can't. I don't know, mate. Really can't make that one up. Harry, good evening to yourself and that. Good evening, all you beautiful people. Come on, you irons, and everyone's saying like with each other, as always, is great. Matt's saying for Teta and Amrin need to be sponsored by hair gel brands. They use enough to keep their hair looking fancy. Good evening, Stephen. Hope you will, mate. Evening, all. And Harry's saying obviously hello to us. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening to yourself, Harry, as always.
Big up, Harry.
Exactly, Stephen. Good evening, usual. Can't understand why once again they're dragging out the P45 for Trotter. The man is toast. They think that they do this, as Matt said earlier. Maybe they're looking for a win.
Maybe they're waiting for United.
Oh man, I tell you what, the merry-go-round.
That's what we're doing. They're waiting to play us so that we can then sack Hammer him if he doesn't beat you.
This mad. Yep. See, look, as Matt said, Sullivan doesn't do things quickly. Usual. Good evening, words and pictures. Evening, Tony Fuzzy in the chat. Anthony still unwell. Well, we still wait for him to turn up. You know that he's eating his gloating pie at the moment. Could be that. Sorry, I'm struggling. Hopefully he's not. Hopefully he'll be with us soon. Yeah. Matt saying, well done, Carabag. And of course, as always, everyone's saying hello.
That Juve Dortmund game last night was wacky as all hell.
Oh, mate, wasn't it? That was a game.
Dull first half, and second half just exploded into life. 8 goals from the 52nd or 58th minute on.
It's like, yeah, it was amazing how it was going, and then to see him come out like that. But yeah, what a great game to watch. Good evening, Frog. Oi, oi, gang. Everyone ready to play one more game bingo again? Very true. Very true. Yeah, come out in it, yeah. A set piece coach who is crap. Yeah, exactly, Matt. That's the some of it as always. Togs, good evening to yourself. And evening to Fuzzy in the chatters, and also evening to Ray. Good to see the pair of you. Thanks for coming in. Sharky says Potter needs more time. At least that's what Millwall fans think. Matt saying, I don't know if we are zonal marking or man marking, though. Well, it's definitely not man marking, Matt. I can tell you that now, because if that was the case, then that, it should be man for man, size for size. And as for zonal marking, again, we're not getting, no one's on the posts, and everyone else should be doing their jobs out there. So whatever this man is doing, but just reading them credentials, Matt, it don't exactly inspire confidence, does it? Narciss, what a name. Terence, good evening. Evening, one and all. And sorry to say, Tony, you won't come due to an ambition from Sullivan. Potter's going nowhere. I mean, that's probably going to be the case, maybe the case. But I think, if anything else, he is apparently the favourite to come in and take over from Potter if and when he is sacked. But we shall see. So that's the fella. Narciss Palach. What a name. Everyone's saying hello. And good evening to the special one. Welcome to the Benfica job. That has to be the worst defended corner, the disallowed goal I've seen in 10 years. Fraud. Yep. Yeah, it went down like a sack of spuds, as they say. Hope you're doing well, though. And good evening to Pierre Tom. I hope you're doing well. Thank you very much. Good evening, all. I know you meant, Terence. I know you meant. I read between the lines, as they say. Potter or Poitier, yes. It could be them. It could be that one. Well, I'd rather have Sydney Poitier than Graham Potter. I suppose that would be the thing. Hope you and everyone are good and well talked. Brilliant. Harry saying, isn't Anthony in? I thought I saw a Greyhound taking the shit in the passenger seat of a Triumph TR7 in the car park. Probably cleaning it up as we talk at this moment. He's probably cleaning it up. Only 2 seats, so yes. And, it gets in the cloth. Not good on them seats. Tog saying, Slava Prague of a tasty left back, scored 2 tonight, gave away a penalty, not converted. The youth is not missed there. That's good. He's welcome where we are at the moment. He's also saying, I shake a woman up to your namesake, watch later. Yes. It's give the attackers as much space as they want. Bodo equalised in the 90th minute. Come on, Bodo Glint. Make West Ham great again. Good to see you as well. Good evening. Zoning without using their brains to fix problems when the opposition use tactics to counter zonal marking. Yeah, I mean, we just seem like we've got lead weights in our boots because we don't follow a player, we don't jump in the air, and we're getting outdone even by the smallest player to beat us on a header. Cracking goal usual, but Slavic naive. Joanne, good evening. Welcome to yourself, and good to see you on Fuzzy's channel as well. Don't forget, people, we are kind of dual streaming this, so don't forget Fuzzy's channel. Please give him a little like and a share as always, and subscribe if you haven't. Be very nice. Words of picture saying the marking system we have is defender find a place in the box where there are no opponents and standing there. Yeah, I think that'd be interesting to see. And of course, Sharky's saying he'd be watching Budgie show later tonight with Kieran. The old school hammers, normally at 10 o'clock. Jonah said, how is Arteta's boyfriend? It looks like he's not here at the moment, so maybe he's out with him. It could be, but Terry's doing well as well, Joanne. He's doing very well. Palos, fantastic win with 10 men, 0-0. Pierre Tom saying, if Potty sneaks a win against Palace, he'll revert to his shit tactics until the next last chance saloon. Very true. Good evening to I Am Titanium. Hope he's keeping well. Bloody hell. Ty, we haven't seen you for ages, man. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. And hello, guys, he's saying.
Here you go.
The club is a farce. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's not a great place to be at the moment, is it, as a West Ham fan? There's no two ways about it. Frog saying, may as well just follow the under-21s. Pride of the club at the moment and ignore this nonsense till there's still signs of life from the first squad. Very true. Started a chat, then moved on, he's saying. Joan said she went to the cinema yesterday, more entertaining than watching Arsenal. Hope you it was a good film you watched, Joan. Let us know which one it was. Yes, giving Fuzzy my support. Very good of you. Very good.
Thank you, Joanne. It was all or nothing.
Ray's saying, I'm in the pub and I'm down to 3% on my phone with no charger. I'll catch you when I get home. Thanks, Ray. No worries.
Get them to put the stream on the big screen and the TV.
Yeah,
Get the whole pub watching, Ray.
Yeah, let's get the up the ante. Sharky saying, yes, and I saw this the other day. Andy Carroll actually made his debut for Dagenham and Redbridge last week and got himself sanctimoniously sent off at the same time as well. Welcome
What a
home,
man.
Andy Carroll. So we will catch up a bit more of the comments in the chat. So yes, as Matt's put in there, and that there's a possibility that Nuno, if all things go Pete Tong, and if Sullivan decides that he's had enough, and he can't put up with what's going on, and Potter does get kicked out, it seems like Nuno is more likely going to be our choice, which I suppose at this point in time, for me, probably makes back the most sense. But I did see something about Man United, and it was saying to them, if Amarin's going to go, you should do a Sheffield United, and I don't mean get Chris Wilder in. It was a case of bring back Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
It's almost a scientific experiment for the board to see whether we've actually moved forward by appointing him as an interim and trying not to give him the job if he does well. And if they do give him the job preemptively, then we'll know that we're going to spend the next 5 years going absolutely nowhere. And we'll be back to square one, sacking him and getting someone else in. So, yeah, I'm not... it's one of those things, isn't it? Where you have an ex-girlfriend that you think you're hooked up on, and it's like, nah, she's a scumbag. I'm way better off without her. Then you see one snippet of what the sort of life she's living. You're like, I really want that back because my current girlfriend's not as good. And it's like, yeah, but you hated it just as much when you were with her. So, yeah, if those who don't acknowledge history are doomed to repeat it. And that is the same case with Man United. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, well, I suppose if you look at it, if they do kind of get him in, never know, by that stage and that if he doesn't do that well and they go to sack him, at that point they'll probably sack Chris Wilder and, take him on.
Okay.
You never
It's
take
okay.
him on.
He'll go back. He'll go back a fourth time. Don't worry. Give it another 2 years, 2 or 3 years, he'll be back there again.
Man, I mean, what's the point of doing that? I mean, Jesus, man. Pierre Latom saying zonal defense isn't zonal marking because the attackers move out of the zones 100%, but we're not even doing that. What mind if we was doing even the zonal marking? It just seems, I don't know, what is he got them set up for? Because it clearly is not working.
Might as well give them all biro marker pens or something.
Jesus Christ, man.
It's like, there you go, mark them
yeah. Have a go yourself on the board and that we compare pictures, and if you've got 5 with the same picture, that's what we'll adopt. Brendan saying, obviously, Harry, usual was overheating with the Juve game last night. It was hit and miss whether you or Leslie inherited his slippers. Yes. That was brilliant on Jeff's show because obviously, big up to the bowling lads as well. But yeah, the usual was getting excited because the way the game was going. And as always, it's good to see that they've all got a fault of usual. They're more concerned about his slippers. Harry wasn't there to kind of take him at the time, unfortunately. Gideon, yeah. I am Temptanium. It says, which United will win this weekend?
Neither.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we've got Crystal Palace of all teams in that, and of course, if Mateta's playing, have fun, Mateta, because you're going to enjoy that day. That's for sure.
He had problems against Millwall, so if West Ham are going to be better than Millwall, then if not,
oh man, that's what Joan went to see. She went to see The Conjuring, Last Rites. Conjuring Last. Okay. Oh.
Conjuring Last Rites kind of sounds like the public in the UK right now.
Where it's
If
going,
you know.
yeah. Well, the main thing when you look at, as you're saying that, good old Trump landed last night at Stansted around about 9 o'clock-ish kind of thing. Then jumped in the helicopter and made his way over to see the good old king.
And the crazed liberals took to the streets in their masses.
Whereas then 4 people got arrested for putting old Epstein on the side of the was it Parliament or something? Or Buckingham Palace, one of the two. Oh my God! Need to make opening time, Sharky. Yeah, exactly. Terence saying, Tony, I've got it. Let's tell our players that will have to sleep with Aaron's mum if they lose. We'll win the bloody Premiership. Oh man. Boda finished 2-2. Thanks for usual. Wow, what a game. Harry saying Roy King fuzz. Yeah, do a job.
Oh, you beat everyone up and then walk out in cuffs.
Imagine that. Mate West Ham Great again is saying, I like Nuno's Wolves. I mean, look, I think for me, I know not everyone's choice, but if you can just steady the ship and get these players actually kind of doing what they're supposed to be doing, then there's a possibility, we can turn it around. That's if it happens, obviously, Either that, Sullivan's got to put Potter in a room and hypnotise him and turn him into some legend. Tuggs is saying, Eric Ten Hag is available for Man United too. Won a trophy in each of his 4 seasons. Would you take him back, Fuzzy?
No. Simply put, I don't need a manager that sees that doesn't see problems they cause. I need a manager that's proactively thinking. That's like, it's a bad situation, but I'll get the best out of it.
Yeah,
I'll do my best. We need a manager that the fan base can actually look at and say, well, they're actually trying everything, and nothing is working. But here we are back again, blaming the manager because of mistakes they are making, and we don't want that to be the case.
No. I mean, as you said, for yourselves, it's trying to get someone in who's going to bring back them kind of ways, and it's getting the right type of manager in, because I think that's the key thing now. I mean, I did see Radcliffe is looking to sell one of his clubs.
Can't remember which one that was.
I think it's the League One club what he's got.
Or Ligue 1, Nice.
Yeah, I think he's looking to offload them, which would make sense. Then he can concentrate a bit more into you guys, possibly.
Wow. He's already effectively lied to the entire fan base multiple times. So, yeah, I mean, Nice fans are right about him thus far. That's all we know.
Yeah, sounds like we've got a commonality with their owners as well at the moment. Even better. Frog says Brooking and Noble in and a really long, hard think about what this club really needs. Yeah, I mean, Noble I can understand. Brooking, I think, though, Frog, for me, I mean, I know when he did his last stint, I think he said that was it. That was a kind of one-off, especially when they asked him, would you take it full-time? Because obviously, he knows what it's about, doesn't he? And that's the thing. I mean, and Mr. West Ham, Noble, would they do it? I don't think, unfortunately, our owners are ambitious enough for that, and that's the sad state of affairs.
Yeah.
It'd be, great if we can get a former player in to turn it around.
Nobles at the wheel.
That's the song. I am totally saying, whoa, make the West Ham great again. Yes, ole, ole, ole. Yes, indeed, words and pictures. And he's got into your show on that one, on your channel on that one. Harry saying Paolo Di Canio for the rest of the season.
Tell you what I could do is if we bring Ollie back, it'll make Pep resign.
Oof.
Guy just can't stand playing against an Ollie team.
Make West Ham great again says Man United should get Areola from Bournemouth. Would you take him?
I think it's one of those. It's quite a sensationalist. It's sensationalism because it's like, oh well, they're doing well for Bournemouth at the moment. And it's like, well, doing well for Bournemouth is not the same as doing well for Man United. So it's one of those where you're like, you should be cautious about it. It's a bit similar to Glasner.
I was
Because I
going
can
to say,
see it right
yeah,
now where Glasner plays similar sort of formation style to Amarim. If he comes in, does well for a little bit, but then it all goes Pete Tong, and everyone went from, oh my god, Glasner's to his next best thing, next big thing, and then a year and a half later, oh my god, the guy's a bum. He's he's the worst manager of
Tarnished.
all time.
Yeah, I get that. Could be tarnished straight away.
Mm.
So Isaac's making his debut for Liverpool, and apparently Ruben Amorim dominates the headlines for today's back headline pages, as always. Tog saying first ever Champions League point for Bodo. Usual. I have a choice of watching the Liverpool game, RTE2, or the Chelsea game there. Yeah, and I think obviously you got Forest playing as well. I do believe in the Carabao. Good evening, Colin. Good evening, Tony and Fuzzy, you wonderful gentlemen. I myself, my number one pick, Areola. Yeah, I mean, I've said it. Like Thomas Frank, gone. Areola, definitely. Nuno, possibility. Would never happen to me. All right, Colin. Frogs Jane, we're just playing who's available bingo season after season, no direction. Yeah, that's our owner for you. Keenan, that's a good shout, Leslie. Yeah, Keane and Potts. Yeah, both two West Ham boys. Newcastle versus Barcelona is going to be a good game. Yeah, Becker's in goal. Frimpong's back. Konate as well. I get Swansea versus Forest. Pierre Tom saying, would you like Craig Bellamy with Ginger Pally as number 2? What a combination that would be, Pierre. I mean, them two and that. I mean, Craig Bellamy would have the passion, and Ginger Pele. Well, I mean, bloody hell, he loves the club, doesn't he? So yeah, that'll be a great show. We'll get them. If you can get that.
Ginger Pele.
Yeah, James Collins, he's brilliant, good for us in defence. So another one he bought into the club. Yeah, that's the only sad thing about it, though, isn't it? I mean, he's loving it with as the Welsh manager at the moment. And he won't abandon Wales, so make you right. If it all goes Pete Tong, then possibility. But at this stage, no. Let him build up his acumen. I mean, that would be even better. Let him build his acumen up with him. Does Ginger have his badges? I don't know if he's been... Might have do. I mean, sure, someone in the chat will try and find out for us. If not, I'll have a quick look. But he must be doing it or done them, at least. I am Titanium says, we will lose to Chelsea. Oof.
Who will?
Use guys, because he says, someone needs to read Man United's last rites.
We're the sort of club that the parents don't leave anything in the will to. They leave like a packet of quavers and £1.
Oh my! Wow. Good evening to Esme. Thanks for coming into the chat and actually being on the show. He said he might be sacked before Chelsea. Do you think Amron? I mean, if he doesn't get the result, do you think he's going to be going?
Well, his next 3 fixtures in the league are Brentford, Sunderland, and then no, it isn't. It's Chelsea, Brentford, Sunderland. So if you can't get at least 6 points from that, you're on course for another shambolic season. And Jimbo has already gone and thrown the hat in the ring and said, "Hey, top 4 guys, let's try and get top 4." So what's it going to be? You're looking like you're going to get top 4, and then you back your manager, or is it he looks like he's going to have another stinker, sack him so you can actually get a manager that might get you top 4?
Wow. Not good, man. Frog's asking usual. Any odds on us hitting 200 plus goals conceded 3 seasons by next May? Yeah, not good. 200 plus goals in 3 seasons, Fuzzy. That's mad figures.
It's okay. It's okay. By May, you'll probably have 250 goals consistent.
Yeah, if we're going to do it in style. Go for the bigger number. Bad. I mean, when I see that the other day, it's like, really, is that the case? We've had them that many goals shipped past us. Wow. Jones saying Trump being fed steak by Salt Bay, Arteta start at Windsor. Man, is Monk bald? I don't think he is. Titanium. You're just saying, Frog. If I looked hard enough, I'm sure I can find a bookmakers who will give me the odds for that. Daz, good evening to yourself. Welcome back in. Hope you're doing well, mate. Hometown Taylor saying Walter White and the Statman Dave in the ass. Absolutely. Great shirt. Good evening, Pepsi. Next West Ham manager, Paul Ince. God, dear me. They're lynching by the time he got through the doors. Esme saying Ginger Pelly would still make my starting line along with Fabi. Yeah, got a great shout. Yeah, sorely missed, that's for sure. Great player. You were saying Daz, evening. Usually not a betting man, but we're over 150 already. Terence saying, Tony, if they don't want to play for Potter, they should at least want to play for the shirt. No excuses, not on the bloody money there. And this is the thing, mate, isn't it? I mean, unfortunately, our players are pampered too much. And same like with Man United, I'm just saying it for Fuzzies, he'll say something differently. But when you look at the fact that players these days, they're wrapped in cotton wool. No, they haven't got the old school ethics in them like they used to have, and that really give some clout to a player if you're not doing your job.
Circa Garnacho, for example, and Liverpool are 1-0 up from the free kick of Salah, and absolutely busted deflection completely sends of the feet so black.
Yeah, I'm just looking now because I'm just a couple of minutes behind on the game.
Did Robertson
Just outside
to do that?
The edge of.
Didn't. Robertson sort of accidentally got that in. Literally did not mean for that to go in.
Oh, dear me. They all can, I suppose. More like a pea roller from Salah than anything else.
Maybe,
Eze's in there. Look, Eze's in there like a... Not Eze, what's his name? Fucking got his
Maybe
name.
Robertson insulted Salah, and Salah was like, I'm going to kick the ball at you. He was like, do it. Do it, see what happens. And it went in.
So, 1-0 up in that. Mate West Ham, great again, said Pepsi with Defoe assistant manager, a Lamps director of football. Yeah, that will sum us up in a nutshell. I am Titanic says Paqueta is a betting man. Yeah. Good evening to Lucky Singh. Thanks for coming in. Glad to see you in here as well. I am with manager Ruben. There you go. He's sticking with him. And they're all saying like Leslie as well. And he's also saying he's given him 4 games. 4 games.
Back to Salah, 2-0. 6 minutes in, Atletico are 2-0 down.
Doing well. And I think if you look at this, is something that Liverpool probably needed, because when you think everyone's moaning that they're just managed to scrape a win, but when you think about it, this is what champions do. Don't have to get bags of goals. So Bosley playing it out to Canate, bang it into him. Atletico, they're kind of not exactly
just cold.
Yeah,
really cold at the moment. Just not woken up. And as you do, Simeone wearing his funeral suit.
Yeah, I just see. I just see that. Oh wow! And he hustled through 3 players there as well for that goal.
I'm sorry, but 3 players in that situation, and all of them are chasing the player. So what's Gallagher doing there? Why isn't he just running, sprinting to the inside of Salah just to block him off?
Wow.
It's crazy. And Ineos wanted to loan that guy in. What a toss.
Steve was saying, watch the highlights of the under-21s last night. Bloody hell, the difference is amazing. The speed they play at it is amazing. Just shows you someone else in charge, running, looking after them, and what they're capable of doing. Sullivan, take note, please, because if they can do that, then surely any new manager come in could get the best out of some players. Oh, Sharky, you're not wrong there, mate. You know, they need to change the keeper. Why he's gone back in with Hermanson and that, I don't know.
We need to change our keeper. Start bloody the new signing like City did.
Yeah, because what was that all about? Thinking about that, why did you not play this new guy?
He's got to let him in.
Oh, gee.
He might not know the system. He bless his cotton socks. He might not know who to pass to. Mate, this guy's apparently been scouted for a year, and apparently all the qualities match up to what they want in a goalkeeper. But then your manager's like, swivel on that one, you bunch of wankers. It's like the whole striker situation. It's like he behaves like Sesko's just not at all the player he wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's an absolute wet wipe.
Easy enough. Lucky Singh saying, I'm giving the manager 4 or 5 games. He's under pressure. Yeah, I mean, same as our manager, you know. But yes, I think Amarin's got a bit more pressure than Potter has, I'd say.
People say that they give managers games. I give this manager team selections. Every time that the team sheet comes out, that's either a black mark or a green mark.
Yes. Bloody hell. What was good here, as usual, putting ear fuzz was our youngsters. Yeah, Fearon and Marshall scored a couple of goals each, so got to see them doing that. Yeah, the manager will not play this Marshall, and stick Wilson on the bench and Falkirk on the bench, and not even feature him really. I'm Titanium saying, if United continue playing, poor Lucky Singh might end up changing his name to Unlucky Singh.
If you're a Man United fan, then you might as well get a head start on that. Just
Jesus, yeah. Esme saying, I think if we lose next 2, I think he goes. I think, yeah, if the rumour's true, what they were saying, they were giving him X amount of games. But yeah, when you think we've got Palace, and then followed up with Everton. I can't remember that is it their new gaff? Let's have a quick butchers. Fixtures. Yep, it's at their place. And then we're away again the week after to good old Arsenal.
Can't catch a break, can you?
Then Brentford, then Leeds, then Newcastle. Doing really well. Mind you've got Burnley coming up. You never know. I've just seen that goal. It's actually hit, yeah, Andy Roberts on the back of the legs. Sorry, yeah. Oh, someone's gone down. Usually, they're really good, mate. It's good to see it. Really like that. See our youngsters doing well. He looks a beast. Yeah, he does, mate. He's well, thought he would have moved on, but he's still there, isn't he? Lucky Singh saying, what my advice, Ruben, is to keep formation, get change, players position, tactical. Hayden, Havan, Matchis, Delit, Maguire, Nasser, Mazraoui, centre back, Kobe Mainu, back midfielder, Amad Diallo, wing back.
The defence, funnily enough, I mean, Luke Shaw should it should just be illegal. I mean, just deport Luke Shaw at this point, or just lock him in the Burger King basement. I'm sure he'll be happy there. I don't think it's necessarily the back three or the defence that's necessarily an issue. It's just the midfield. He doesn't know what he wants to do with that midfield. We spent the whole summer where we should have signed a midfielder at least, when realistically we should have gone for two.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's a neglected position. Another season of now another manager just not knowing what midfield should be played. Like, if you're gonna have weak midfielders, get more midfield positions on the pitch. If you're gonna have a strong midfield, you can go with a two. Because it's like what Ollie did, where you get two players to do one player's job. So instead of going for a midfield two, stick three players in there in the hope that they can actually string a midfield performance together. But even then, they struggled. So Emilio Garte, people say he gets got at. Okay, put two other midfielders with him then. Don't leave one where you got Bruno who just doesn't care for playing disciplined or with maturity. It's just like good luck everyone else, and yeah, it leaves players unmarked. Space opens up. Like Fulham, we didn't beat Fulham because Bruno couldn't be bothered to mark.
Yeah.
And our first goal against City happened because Bruno couldn't be bothered to mark. We're effectively playing one midfielder against midfields of twos and threes and fours. Of course, we're going to lose games if that's the case.
Exactly, because obviously most of your battles are won in the centre of the park. And I mean, fun enough, ironically, when you look at some of yours, at least they're a bit of life for them. As are so ancient, unfortunately, they're so slow. It doesn't help the cause. Yet we've got these new players we could have played, and yeah, complete waste. Good evening, Michael. I hope you're doing well. He's saying, good evening, Tony. First, my choice would be Scott Parker and Carrick as number two. Just seen that old Carrick, apparently, he's another now. He's got to become a pundit. He's now, I think he's signed up some slot with Talk Sport as well now. So he's now been added onto the board, as they say.
Onto the wank fest, that is Talk Sport.
Yeah, exactly. Lucky Singh saying a lot of pressure at Man United being a manager there. Yeah, big club. So yes, it's you've got to kind of have bigger balls really to be in charge of that place.
I just think it's incredible that too many managers go there with the intent on adding pressure to themselves. Mm-hmm. Why not just go there without a care? Like, why not go there and just think, well, I mean, Manchester United to me as a manager is just a name. I'm just here to make a team win. End of story. I don't go to Old Trafford, look at 75,000 and say, oh my God, I hope I'm wearing brown pants. No, I'm going to go to Manchester United. I'm going to say, well, I've got players good enough to beat approximately 16 other teams in the Premier League, with conviction. And if I don't do that, why am I not doing that? There's not enough managers that we've had that actually critically judge themselves. Why did I not beat this team? What has everyone else said? What are people seeing that I'm perhaps not? And it's just not enough managers actually have self-reflection, and the amount of times we'll go to the next game and it just ends up being the same old carnage. It's like, you've spent a whole week on training, you're telling me that you've not learned a damn thing. Actually, incredible.
Yeah, I mean, Lucky Singh's saying, my advice, Ruben, save his job, change players, tactical positions. Do you think that would make a difference?
Well, change players' tactical positions. At the end of the day, he needs to get the midfield balance right and find a way to get the front three to not be wasteful in chances. Because right now we've seen against City especially, chance creation was non-existent, but when we started creating chances, the execution is hampered. And
Yeah.
it's like you spent what 200 million collective transfer fee packages just to end up with the same problems you had when Garnacho, Anthony, and Højlund were starting. It's like, what are we doing here?
Thank you, usual. I'm just going to just going back on the Michael Carrick thing. He's signed up for Amazon Prime, so apparently he's going to be on that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, it's not being funny. I mean, like it's a similar situation. I mean, I'm just going to put this comment here, which kind of alludes to at both our clubs. PSA, why do managers, especially ours and Man United, insist on immediately trying to force their style onto an inherited teams rather than adjusting their style to suit what they have and then make changes gradually?
Can't lie, Ten Hag tried to do that and it didn't work. I mean, he literally said, "Oh, well, I can't play my way because I haven't got the players here to do that." But even then, the alternative was shite, and he still got sacked. So we've gone from a manager that's done what Pierre's said to a manager that is balls to the wall, my style or the highway, and both of them are not working.
This is the thing. I mean, funny enough, I can use this one as a classic example of what Pierre's going on about there. And that's when David Moyes joined Man United. The most stupidest thing that any manager could ever have done, and Moyes did it wholeheartedly, when he got rid of all the he got rid of all the backroom staff.
Yeah.
All your experience, all your knowledge about the club. And I understand managers have got to come in, they want to put their stamp on their kind of style of football, etc. But as you said there, you know, work with what you've got and make the changes as you go along. If you can bring in a couple of players that will change certain positions in the formation you want to play, do it gradually, you know. Not being funny, I think I said it on Sunday. When you got Potter and Insane, we were a new team, and when you think about it, he literally played from the start 2 or 3 new players. So when you look at something like that, it's not exactly a new team. That is a poor excuse to come out with a comment like that. But yeah, Moyes doing that. He was on a hiding to nothing in that respect, and of course, as you all know, it failed miserably. But I'll go back to when Potter first came in. It looked good when he took over for the Villa game after they sacked Lopetegui, because we started to play a little bit differently, and we got a little bit excited about that, me included. And it's like, you know, hopefully this is what we're gonna see now. And the cracks started to appear soon after, and that's the way it went, kind of thing. But yeah, I think the problem is managers, as you said, mate, they come in, they try and make their mark, and as you know, the old saying is, no one's bigger than the club. And a manager coming in, I mean, Mourinho's found that out I don't know how many times, countless times. And this is the reason why he gets moved on. But no, work with the tools you've got and improve it as you go along. Salah 1-0. Already said that. Yeah, PSG up after 3 minutes. Bloody hell. Words and pictures saying news reporting. West Ham released extraordinary 1,382 word statement. It's unclear as yet, but is in response to the fan advisory board and Potter's performance. Ooh. May have to have a quick look at that then.
Bayern 1-0 against Chelsea.
Really, already.
See who scored it.
I wonder if it was Harry Kane.
It's my Harry Kane impression, those.
I was going to say.
I need to get the lisp down a little bit more there. Oh, so Chalobah own goal.
Chalobah own goal, is it? No, that's a
Trevor. Trevor. What What are you doing, Trevor?
That's a look at when it comes up. Try and find it if you can, words and pictures of what it says on there, because that would be quite interesting to read. I am Titanic saying, which match shall I watch? Man United have made me hate football. Well, if you want to watch
Any
another
match.
unit, watch West Ham United and see how bad that is. It may want you to go back to Man United and think yourself, I've got a better deal.
No, you watch West Ham football and you'll end up becoming a golf fan.
Mate, dear me. Collins is saying here that apparently people are telling him Kretinsky is now getting more involved and is causing friction with Sullivan, which is what you expect you have at your main share, your second biggest shareholder to do. Don't let Sullivan get away with all of it. About time he opened his gob, if that is true, Colin. It's long overdue. Long overdue. Good evening, Ace. Says, hope you're doing well. And also saying hello to Fuzzy Murray. Liverpool 2-0 early. Salah. Thank you very much, everyone. Looks like you chose the right game, he's saying, Brett Togs. Mark's saying, championship team won last night at MK Dons 5-1. Fabs was in goal for the under-21. Great. That's what you want to see. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing what that's all about, though. Shark's not seen it either. I am Titanic saying Isaac definitely scored tonight then. Looks like it could be. Make West Ham great again. He said, Colin, I wish you're correct, but he's a minority shareholder. He can't do anything to Sullivan unless he buys the Gold family shares. Let's hope so. Ace says, Ruben Amorim just wants 12 million paid out. You can see it on his face and body language.
He does sound like he's sort of given up. Like he's not as serious about doing this job, because even to this point, if you're just like, we're getting beaten every week, and I think the best thing for us is to continue playing the way that we get beaten every week, and it will be okay, guys. It will be okay.
Well,
and then
yeah, don't want that for sure, do you? If that's the case, not good for Man United. If he's got that kind of intention. Daz is saying next game Palace, we play like we did against Tottenham, we're going to get hammered. Yeah, I mean they've got some big players there, haven't they? And we can't jump. I am Tartana saying Potter's magic wand ain't working. No, it got broke. Getting Voldemort, he'll turn it all around. That's what we want. Pierre Tom saying the weekend isn't much of a keeper. Might be worth a go though.
Probably kill half the people at your club. So what do you do here, Mr. Smith? Well, I like to do that.
Done. Thank you, Aces. Sharky saying we'll always win at Arsenal. Yeah, we seem to, we don't mind that place, do we? We've got a bit of an affection for that one. Lucky Singh saying Hayden Havan made just Harry Maguire, Lissandro Martinez fullback, Kobe midfielder, and Buemo wing back. What do you think of that? Any good for you there, Fuss?
Harry Maguire does not really get in that team. I think it should be Yoro, Delict, and Martinez as your back three. Colby Mainu as one of your midfield two with a defensive player next to him. So that could be Agate or Casemiro. Bruno's just sat somewhere outside Old Trafford. He's locked out. He can't make the bench. He gets nowhere near the team. Your 10s have to be players that are progressive, that are intelligent, that are good with, are careful in possession, in and around the box, and that are smart with it. Because the amount of times we've seen going into the final third, they make the wrong choice. They make the bad pass. The execution is not right. Make the right choice every time. Not the easy one. The right choice.
Yeah. That's what we're going to hope for. I'm Titanium saying we'll cover Eshakela from Georgia's score against Atalanta. Anything's possible.
Give her Skelia.
That says, I don't think this time, Sharky, the way we've been playing. True. I think the set pieces is what's going to do us, we're not careful, I think. All skied that. Lucky Singh says Bernardo Fernandez, Luke Shaw should not be on the pitch. Yeah, I think that's one thing Fuzzy can agree on. Just put Luke Shaw into a kitchen duties instead of playing football. Yeah, as Fuzzy said, Burger King, lock him up.
Lock him up in a Burger King. He probably put the Burger King out of business because they can't replenish the stock as quickly as he eats it. Bayern got a penalty against Chelsea. This could be 2-0.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be Harry Kane to score this one.
I think we all are, Sharky. We're all clinging on to hope, hoping for the best, man. I'm Tatana saying, Fuzzy, looking at your bedroom makes me think Messi is your favourite player.
I see what you did.
Jones saying, I'm not getting carried away with Arsenal as it's only early and all they do is let us down. This is the thing, Joan, they always tend to dangle that carrot in front of you, get you a little bit excited about it, and then, fall at the last hurdle. And of course, yes, Sharky, yes, Fuzzy's gone. Protest against the board is on Saturday. Hopefully he'll drop back in, or lost him. Brendan's saying, the usual last 3 tunes, She is Sky, Claws, Balls, Claw, Type of Stuff Candy, Knits, Go, Club Mix, Tones on Towel, It's a Mood Thing. Welcome back.
I clicked on the nuke button. I'm sorry.
Is what it was. Thank you, Pepsi. Forest scored. It's 1-0 to the Forest. PS saying, unless the youth get game time, we could lose the likes of Potts, Earthy, Marshall, Fearon and Canty. That would sum it up. That would sum up our way our season's going, to lose players like that because they're not being given the chance. And unfortunately, it's not just with West Ham. We're seeing a few youngsters not getting game time, is he? Potts should be given a chance now anyway, at least. Yes, we have indeed, Lucky Singh. We've got Crystal Palace, our bogey team. Word picture saying, I've just read the statement, and as expected, it's serving a load of claptrap and drivel on top, puffing themselves up and telling the same lies they used when moved from our home to the rented home.
Cole Palmer gets swung back.
Game on. But do you expect anything else, words and pictures? That's our board for you. Stringing it through with a bed of lies. Sharky saying, is Jamie O'Hara still at TalkSport? He's a pleb. Yeah, he's still there, and him and Cundy of a night time. They're always on.
Change the D into a T, and you have the correct terminology.
Yeah. Talk saying, in fairness, Sharky, I'm a proud pleb. Brilliant. Ace is saying, God help the new United manager after the international break. First game in charge, Liverpool away. Man. Sharky, yeah, correct. Jamie O'Hara is a prat. Frog saying, what incentive is there for the Man United board to do better when the club is earning more than it ever has? I thought they were sacking the tea ladies a few months back. Well, fun enough, we did speak about that briefly just before we came into the show. Just to let you know, and that Fuzzy will take over on this and that. But yes, it got announced today that record profits for Man United, 666 point something, 2 million, I think it was, that they've made.
Yeah. Well, how about it, guys? Apparently, though, last Christmas, if they didn't sack everyone, Man United would have run out of money. Apparently, they would have run out of money. But no, a financial expert looked into it and said, well, actually, no, there's nothing to even suggest that United would have been close to being out of any cash. It was just, apparently, allegedly, Ineos were stunned at Man United's fan base's criticism about their methods of cost cutting and saving on operational costs and all of that. So, they created a PR story to make it seem like the club was in dire straits, when in fact it actually wasn't. Without Champions League qualification, we've ended up with still record revenues. So, what's the excuse now?
Wow. Wow, that just well. We've got a couple of more, and that's 1 billion they've got already sorted out, ready for the new stadium. Just need the next. Who's that gone down on the floor? Isaac, is it?
He's
Pepsi saying National League Gibraltar Europa 0, Manchester 62-1. Thank you very much for that.
I thought that I read that first time. I was like, Gibraltar Europa 0, Manchester 621. It's like, what's happened out in Gibraltar?
Yeah. Leslie's asking Christian, how loyal are the Gold Kids to Sullivan, and could they revolt? I think it's Vanessa, isn't it? I think they just want to sell because at the end of the day, Ann Summers is losing so much money, and this will be another way of just kind of drawing that cash to help keep Ann Summers stable. So yeah, I don't think there's any loyalty there. I think at the end of the day,
business. I wouldn't stay loyal.
So excuse me. Yeah, I think they're looking to sell up their shares if they can sell them up, but at the moment there's no genuine kind of takers. Unfortunately, Leslie, that's a shame, isn't it? It is a shame, but
this game with Liverpool and Madrid has turned into a wrestling match, and at the same time that somebody's just been cross-bodied and wiped out on the floor for the Atletico side. Has got a bloody nose from it.
Wow.
Advertisements come up saying Premier Rugby's going. It's like, yeah, I'll just witness some of it tonight.
Dual sport being played as we watch it. Pepsi saying the Betway Premiership South Africa, Amazulu 2, Stellenbosch 1. Thank you very much, Pepsi. Where the gold shares are sold, yeah, they are indeed. Michael saying Potter said he would play youth. He ain't lied, he just don't play our youth. Well, he played Skulls, didn't he? I think one game, that's really it. And that's, played him a couple of games and done.
Well, he is playing the youth. If you're under 30 years of age, that's considered youth at West Ham.
Very true. Very true, yeah.
So he's doing a perfect job. Opportunities galore.
Oh, you see about the old nose. Yeah, just seen that. Brendan's saying, is that Scar band from the early 80s, Pepsi? Good evening, Arsenal, mate. How are we doing? Good, guys. Good evening, guys. Guys. I ain't drunk, I swear. You must be, because your team are doing very well at the moment. And unfortunately, Anthony has not joined us to let us know his thoughts on that. Like he's saying, what Potter formation? Exactly that, because we are wondering exactly the same thing. What Potter formation? Because whatever he does at the moment.
They've given a penalty for a ball ricocheting off of defender's torso. He's saying handball. Excuse me? Since when have the rules changed? Yeah. Since when have the rules changed?
Let's see it from a different angle.
Literally, the ball comes off the side of his torso here. His arm's right about here, but it bounces up. And everyone's like, oh my God, it's come off his arm. No, it hasn't. It's come off his torso.
See the replay now. Yeah.
I saw
and
it
then glanced off his forehead. Yeah, definitely no contact with his arm.
There's no arm involved in that at all.
Clearly see that. Wow.
No penalty. Yeah, I thought so.
Justice served, yeah.
Yeah, dirty scumbags.
And this protest wouldn't have helped him. I mean, look, sometimes, I don't know, it needs to be kind of put out there a little bit. I think we spoke about it yesterday on Jeff's show regarding this, the protest, boycott, whatever way you want to say it. It's just the fact that something needs to be done. How it goes about it, I don't know, is another thing. That's the thing, isn't it? Talk saying, Manic, so what's your excuse? Let's have a talk on that, Manic. Absolutely, Harry. Brilliant. I used to say Brady has the apprentice on TV screens at the London Stadium. Fucking hell, that woman needs to go. Absolutely go. Also, my next saying, yeah, Bayern 1, Chelsea 0, Chelsea losing. Lucky Singh saying, Ruben not sure what sort of guy he is. Well, yeah.
You could say that since he's plotted the idea of quitting about 3 or 4 times now. Name me another manager that's stayed in a job after pondering leaving the club 3 or 4 times within the span of a year.
Wow.
In less than a year.
Harry saying, can't really fear in a Marshall on fire last night, and that young league goal was fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. Good to see our youth players doing well. I mean, just got to give them a chance. I'm not saying, no, they are, Daz. After the death of David Goldie, shares were put up for sale as well as the shares of one of his daughters. Yeah, Vanessa. Frog says, I wish Sullivan would do what Kretinsky has already doing, keeping his nose out. Fuck off to a beach somewhere, enjoy his wealth. He's got his finger too much in the pie. Unfortunately, that's the problem there, Frog. Is he playing? Sometimes he plays 5. The last couple of games he's put 4 in there, but everything else in that is not good. Not good at all. Harry, the keeper, is a big future ahead for us. Good evening, Sean. How are we doing? Fresh saying, going by Kretinsky's history of investments, when he ceases to be dormant, things happen. It's how long he takes. That's the question, isn't it? I mean, he's been there a couple of years now. He's sat back in there. He's got what he wanted. He's got the post office. That's over and done with now. He's got his feet firmly in the door there. It's all been done and dusted. Let's see what this man's going to do. If he is going to change things around, then let's see it sooner rather than later. Please, Kretinsky. Matt's saying Sullivan will leave when we're in League One and almost bankrupt. Dear me. And everyone's saying like to each other, even all he's saying. He's a minority shareholder. Talks. He's not interested in buying more shares or launching a takeover. So he said. Words of Picture saying the full statement is on Tribuna website. Thank you very much, mate. I shall look that up. Title: West Ham released statement on club's disappointing results. Performances on the pitch have not met the standards we set at for ourselves. Mind me. PSG
But we
won.
won't sack them.
Yeah, and this is the thing. We're not going to sack him at this point. That kind of dreaded. We've got faith in the man. Friends saying, not me, Matt. I don't care who owns what and when, how or why. Just going to see. I want to see our club change around.
Whoever it was in the chat that wanted Kvaratskhelia to be scoring tonight, they've got their wish.
That was Lucky Singh.
He's got
Lucky
his
Singh.
goal.
Well done. You got your answer there.
Lucky
Articles.
Singh.
Yeah. All go for him. Words of Picture saying articles now in the Sun as well. Brilliant. Getting more relevance. That's what we want. Leslie says everybody just assumes Gold family will support Sullivan. Are they that connected now? Dad's dead. No, like I said, Leslie, they want to sell up. They want to sell up. So on page 3, WP. Frog says WP, the son of Brady and Sullivan on page 3 is a pair of tits. Also, when it's saying Chelsea, you are now a joke. Typical, innit? You turn over and obviously Chelsea score immediately. Harry saying, shout out to the much maligned Daily Sport. Absolutely, the Daily Sport, yes. And of course, forgot to say, earlier part of the show and that we did on Sunday. Obviously, rest in peace, Ricky Hatton. The family obviously announced about what the man was all about, and of course, we lost one of Hollywood's greats yesterday as well. Rest in peace to Robert Redford, 89. So yeah, rest in peace. Words of Pitch saying yes, Frog. It will be a challenging Thomas. Also, when they're saying 2 billion spent in the past few years of Chelsea, man, that's madness, isn't it? 2 billion. gives Arsenal a bit of a let off for the time being. 2-1, yeah. Palmer, thank you much, usual. Thank you, Daz. Smash the lights, guys. Big up to Terrell Gunner TV. Big up to yourself as well. Hope you're doing well, Terrell.
Big ups.
And if you haven't, people, go to his channel as well. Give him a little like and subscribe. Let's support everyone, as we always like to do. Is Elise playing for Bayern?
Yes,
Sure.
he is.
He is. Brilliant. Yep. So
Elise on the right and Diaz on the left. I don't know if it's Musiala in the 10. No, Serge Gnabry. Musiala's got broken calf bone.
Oof. What I wonder where that is. Jesus.
Oh my god. Frimpong's just missed the ball entirely. If he had just kicked the goddamn ball, he would have actually scored a goal.
They do, Sharky. That's a problem. They do produce a lot of players. We used to produce a lot of good players, back in the day. Frog said, "Where's Ant? Is he still stuck on his sofa and sheep on his lap?" Yeah, I think that's what's happening with him.
Yeah,
we've not heard anything from him. So let's see if there's anything been put in the chat since we've been doing this. Seen by all, so he's seen it. They get bag. Brent Talks are saying, "Are Chelsea not sponsored at the moment?" No, still not sponsored, are they, Chelsea? Still not sponsored.
Sponsored by John Cena, of course. The Invisible Lad.
The Invisible Lad, yeah, Jesus. Matt said, "I don't think they can use this sponsor they have on their shirts in Europe." No, I don't think they've got a sponsor at all at the moment.
I've not seen them using the sponsor.
Michael was saying, "Who would buy shares in West Ham United even if you've got all the gold shares? You still have no say in running of the club." Well, unless you kind of buy Kwitinsky's and the gold shares, that's the only way around it. But yeah, that's the problem. Sullivan being the main shareholder, no good, no good. Pot of disinformation is. You're saying they haven't officially got one this season. Yeah, I just say no penalty. Come up with his bollocks.
PSG got a penalty. Could be 3-0 in that game.
Wow. Yeah, Anthony's a bit older now, kind of thing, so he feels the cold a lot more like he used to. Togs is saying they gave a penalty like that last night for Madrid. Of course they did, even though it did hit the player's arm. True.
Barcola missed.
Oh, really? Bloody hell.
Yep.
Ace is saying, unfortunately, protests are completely out of a waste of time. I was mentioning the one the other day when Arsenal Alex went to the Emirates for your protest, Aces, and looked around and expected to see these thousands of people, and all he could see from the club shop was over 400 people there, and that was it.
And
so,
that group was protesting the pricing of the shirts.
Yeah, probably thought myself, well, there's no protest. Let's just go to the club shop there. But got to do something at least.
Let's deck ourselves out in clobber-like tie. I should do what like Man United did when it came to the European Super League, where they invaded the stadium on the eve of kick-off for the biggest fixture in English football, and cancelled the game.
Superb.
Just get a game. Seriously, West Ham fans, get a game cancelled. See what happens, because that's money to your club. And if Sullivan's pocket gets hit, you find the money, you find the man. And if you start taking or playing around with another man's money, you'll incite reaction. They'll do something.
I think that's going to be the next thing. I think they say they're going to do this protest on Saturday, and then, of course, from that point, then they're going to start boycotting games and whatnot. And that's the only way you're going to do it. Yeah, I agree. Just don't turn up at all.
Well, I don't necessarily think you can not turn up. Otherwise, if it's the case that everyone's just shit scared of getting banned by their club, well, here's a simple thing: go after all your club sponsors. online campaigns. Those actually cause reaction. Whoever your clubs are sponsored with, go target them, make them as annoyed, as uncomfortable, and literally these sponsorships will consider, is it worth us being affiliated to something that's getting us all of this negative, toxic attention? Probably not.
The thing is, I mean, unfortunately, one of the sponsors, BrewDogsNet, is in a shithouse state as it is anyway. So I don't think any added pressure on them guys would be would help. But yeah, let's do it anyway. Was the other 120 going live YouTube yesterday? I think someone just said it was highlights though. Pep saying FA Cup halftime, Frome Town 1, Shaftesbury Town 1. Yeah, local derby, basically. It's local derby. Couldn't find it full, but watched the highlights earlier. There's a postman there. Usual saying the club's statement appears to be throwing Trotter under the bus. Great stuff. On the highlights. Okay, thanks. It says there, thought I'd missed the live the lads. Yeah, it would have been good to see it. Oh. PSG 2 Atlanta.
Llorente with that one.
Nice.
He's playing golf now. I don't know if it might be offside in one of the passes in the build-up. So we'll see.
Have a look. Big up AFC always. Hope you're doing well. Tony and Hot Fuzz, big up to yourself, my friend. Matt saying that was their play unusual.
Onside.
Never their fault. Or someone else. Just
onside.
Piella Tom says the performances on the pitch have been terrible, but they're better than the performance of the useless balls. Yeah, just about though. Just about, my friend. You know, it's the fact of we only do it we've been doing it in small spells recently, and not enough. Really, not enough. Sharky, rest in peace, Ricky Hatton. Yeah, of course, man. Frog saying Pierre, yeah, they've got some effing nerve pointing fingers at the squad with a straight face. Yeah. Who are those guys? So obviously Ricky Hatton, 6-time world champion boxer, and obviously Robert Redford, Hollywood actor. Butcher Sundance, and I think the last film he was in one of the Marvel films, wasn't it? Avengers films. Talk saying at the 45 by the Lamberters, page 3. I enjoyed the political incorrect days far too much. I think my friends then, unfortunately, when it come to because she used to buy the Sun newspaper, because she hated Maggie Thatcher so much, you'd always tell when Maggie Thatcher was in the newspaper because all these holes were in the first couple of pages. She would just rip that woman's face out the page altogether. So, unfortunately, my page 3 days were spoiled by holes appearing when they shouldn't be. A broken car phone. Yes, Frog. Michael saying, Ant in the car park looking for that dog. Yes. Good evening, GP. Hope you're doing well. And everyone's saying, like, a GP, great stuff. Love it.
Yes, GP.
Frog saying, yeah. Evening, GP, you marigold wearing legend. Tog saying, GP, following on from Frog, is your dream job to do a strip searches at the airport? Plenty of positions in the security when he wants to come and join. I said, did you see Millwall supporters fighting with Charlton supporters on Saturday afternoon? Oh, man, that must have been...
I'm pretty sure I've seen a video where one of these Millwall supporters, right, is running it over, and all of these Charlton supporters wrestling him in are like, hey, another fellow Charlton supporter, what are you doing over here, mate? And they don't realise that he's actually a Millwall supporter who went over there to go try and beat as many of them up as possible.
Bloody
I was like, this guy's got a death wish or something. Like, what is he run across to where the Charlton fans are just to go fight everyone?
Well, look, I mean, Aces is saying there, look, Charlton forgot to padlock the away end gates. What the hell? Invitation, Fuzz. Invitation. God, Jesus Christ, man. I'll have to look at the clips of that then, Aces. Thanks for highlighting that. I'll have a look.
It's just a typical Millwall fan.
Jesus, man.
Fight everyone.
Uncle Albert Trotter. Look, here we go. Look. Frog. Graham Potter and the illusion of incompetence. Des says, does anyone know what happened to Ricky Hatton? No, they're still trying to say it. They reckon he was in a good place. But I don't think anything officially has come out as yet. Pepsi, Maggie Thatcher, the milk station. Spot on, Pepsi. That says more like the illusion of intelligence, Frog. Terence says, gentlemen, back again, took over the legendary Bulldog for a Spurs, and my God, he had a large kudos. You feed him well then, Terence. I'm assuming is it raw food you give him? Must be. GP area there. Frog saying, Des, I more smoke and mirrors than David Copperfield. Not yet. Yeah. Sharky saying, has Old Trafford stopped leaking yet, Fuzz?
No.
Terence is saying there's apparently a heart attack reported by Boxing News on Ricky. Wow.
What a shame.
Absolutely. Udra saying, remember the Daily Sport, titillating Tina Small. I remember.
Have you ever heard of my friend, Biggest Dickus?
Biggest Dickus, yes. There was one where, what was it there? An alien stuck his finger in my ear and I'm pregnant. I mean, you know, some of the things they used to do there, etc. Yeah. I mean, obviously, we can't talk much about Arsenal. I mean, other than that, you know, it was a kind of convincing performance. They do look pretty decent at the moment. But I think we know with the narrative is with Arsenal, they start off so well. It's can they maintain it this time? I mean, you know, Shane Anthony's not here, but looking at the squad they've got currently with the players they've brought in, do you think there's a chance they could do it this time?
Not really.
Mm.
I still think there's a ways to go for Arsenal to sort of clear that element of doubt. I do think that in their case, there's a lot of obstacles their manager's sort of got to clear before he can really like say, yeah, like, this is it. Like it's clicking together. Like the squad handling's good. Like players are, you know, properly thriving. Everyone's happy. Everyone's giving their all. But it still feels a little bit uninspiring.
Mm.
So yeah, I think given that everyone's well, for some of the Arsenal lot, that it's a case of boring football, wrong subs. I mean, like for example, taking Gyökeres off to put Moreno in your striker position, subbing off Eze to bring Martinelli on, which, to be fair, those two players together scored both of their goals, setting each other up.
Yeah, saw that. Yeah, did see that one. I don't think even with all these players they've got in, they've finally got some players in that are fairly decent. But I still believe that he's not got enough to get it over the line, and I think he will. I don't know if he'll be shown his cards. I don't think that's on the table. I don't think they're going to get shot of him, but I think it will probably happen at some point. Terence is saying double-decker bus found on the moon, my favourite front page. Yes, remember that one? Usually saying the same thing, double-decker bus found on the moon. Michael's saying Potter might win some games if he played 11 at the moment. We only have 8 players, Souček, JWP and a goalkeeper that don't move off his line with T-Rex arms. Yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. Ace is saying Ricky Hatton chippy video is hilarious when he's out running in track. I'll have a look at that one. Terence there. Frog says, I expect Bowen is in with a WC shout next summer with Arteta running Madueke into the ground over the season. Could be the case, my friend. Could be the case. Fresh saying B-52 bomber found on the moon, followed the week after by B-52 bomber found on moon disappears. GP anal prolapse while rib. I never forget. I think it was in the Daily Mirror. It was a full page, and it was brilliantly done because I can't remember the area it was, but a double-decker bus fell backwards into a sinkhole, and the next day, the marketing people was absolutely superb. Nothing fills a hole like a double-decker.
Great advertising for the chocolate brand.
Brilliant, absolutely superb. I mean, you couldn't make that up. That was absolutely class from them. Des says, Tony, Palace game, what do you think? I feel we're going to lose, Des. I think it's going to be 2-0 to Palace. I said it on Jeff's show last night. I do believe they're going to definitely
Optimistic.
Yeah.
Not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8.
No, they're going to keep it. They're going to keep it calm. 2-0, I do believe, and I think it'd be set pieces. We're going to get done on corners, I believe. Good evening, Richard. How you doing, mate? Your brother's not shown up at all. May need you to replace him. Another Herbert in. Hello, lads. Hope you're both good. No ain't tonight? No, mate. No sign of him. He's read the thing. He knows the stream's available, but no sign whatsoever. No hide or hair of him. Hope you're doing well, though, Rich. Mashaki sounds more believable than anything the BBC puts out. It's very true. Good evening to Jackie McCowley. Coley. I hope I didn't muller your name there. Maduwaki is filling in for Saka. How's he being run into the ground? I'll get what they're saying because obviously, unfortunately, there's no Saka there because Saka's played more games than he should do for his age. Maybe it's because be good at that. But thank you for coming in, Jackie. Really appreciate you being here. Folks here, Jackie, over the season. Yeah, over the season, he's saying. Pepsi's saying there's a video of Billy Joe Sanders getting arrested for hair coursing going around. Jesus, man. Yeah, Daz, as Leslie said, Daz a thumping. We're going to get a thumping from Palace. Surely that's cultural Pepsi saying there. Richard said, strange he's not on here. Not heard from him, Tone. Well, let's hope the old gets all right then, because thanks for letting us know that, Rich. Let me just find out if the old git bags are alive and kicking.
The old git bag.
Let's see if he replies. Isis is saying Anthony's tractor batteries aren't working, so house doesn't have electricity.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, Dad says you've got the bad and the ugly. Where's the good? Well, me and Fuzzy are filling in for being good. That's what it is,
Maybe Anthony looks at the thumbnail and it's just like, yeah, this show ain't worth it.
Well, I mean, GP say that maybe Anthony is making love, and Harry says, yeah, maybe he's smashing his in his missus. Jesus Christ. It's just turned the 9 o'clock watershed. We got away with that one. Thank you much, Harry, for that perfect timing. Oh, man. Yeah, let's hope he's all right in there because we know he's injury prone when he's at work. That's for sure. Yeah, Brendan saying in the chat tonight, Daz. Yeah, I think so, Leslie. Yeah. Fresh saying, Taunt dialing 0898 numbers again. Big up to Ursula. But there's a cousin. 7 a.m. tomorrow, Anthony. There you go. That's where he's going to be there anyway. Frog says Atletico sneaked one back against the pool. Yeah, just about managed to do that. So I've obviously said about our result, well, I think it will be against Palace. How do you think your game will fare, Fuzzy?
Chelsea probably lose that. Don't know by how much. Could be a cricket score. Because we'll see if the players give up. We'll see if the players have had enough. Or we'll see if Amarim is throwing the towel in for sure. So you'll maybe think, well, there's no point. I'll give up, just sack me. I'm not getting things my way here with these players. So
Yeah, it will be interesting. Big up to E. Ross and that. Big up to yourself, sir. The Irons community. I hope you're doing well, E. Ross. Thanks for coming in as always. Appreciate it. And I hope life's treating you good as well. You've just come in at the moment because we are going to start wrapping it up on that because, again, as always, got an early one. And, yeah, we've covered most of what our club is. And that Anthony not being here doesn't help, as always. Because we'd like to see his input from an Arsenal perspective. But let's hope Anthony is okay. And there's nothing, anything serious untowards in that. But, yeah, we know how he gets injured in work quite often these days. And Ewas is saying, hit the likes and subscribe, people who haven't already. Thank you very much for that, sir. And, yes, don't forget Fuzzy's channel as well, please. Ewas on there. Ewas is also saying, big up Tony and Fuzzy. Big up to yourself, mate. Big up to GP. Sharky's saying, it's Billy Bond's birthday today, I believe, 79. Bonzi, happy birthday, mate. So thank you for what you've done over the years. Harry saying, I'll have an E, please, Ross. A says, Trump has all London airports on standby. No, well, his Air Force One is only at one place, and that's where he'll stay for the time being while he's around. He's got Air Force Two in the helicopters, so he's all right. And the C-30's parked up, ready to take it back. So he's doing very well. Tim says, I'm trying to be PC, but do you remember them plastic blue three-wheelers, the handicap car? I swear to God, I saw one going down the road today. Was it wrong that I bring a smile back to my face? Yeah, them three-wheelers, the light blue three-wheelers, wasn't they? Did see one at a car show once, Terence, a couple of years back.
like that, like Robin.
No, it wasn't. You never seen them? Have a look them up. They basically had a sliding door. You had you just needed a motorbike license, had headlights, indicators. When it was street worthy, so you can go out on the road and whatnot. I don't know if you found it yet.
There you go.
There you go. Look, no, this thing. You can see it. Let me see if we can get the camera on it. Bear with me, Fuzzy. There you go. Look, that thing.
Oh God, no. I don't think I've seen those before.
Yeah, they're all over the place. They were. But yeah, the thing was that they were quite lightweight. You could pick them up and throw them around as well. He was saying, hang there, Anthony. He was. Yeah, I want to say hello to you as well. Yeah. Neighbours down the other end of there was a couple of them around where I lived. Maybe turned his phone off to watch the match. Arsenal played yesterday, though, GP, so, it should have been all right there. He's got his hair on standby as well, he says. Michael Please is saying, second manager is also part of the problem. We started a game this season with 5 at the back, all signed by different people. That's just madness, isn't it? Sean saying, my neighbour had one, Terence, Mobility OG, they're the ones. Bond's a living legend. 10 minutes at the back, no one to take. Good evening to yourself, sir. See them at the old Stamford Bridge on the running track. Bloody hell, man. Yeah, remember them. Trump's hair is offside. And Hayes is saying, Lee Gunner currently working on these tactics for Palace on the weekend. Harry's saying, I saw 6 of them at Braintree Banger Racing track back in the late 80s. Yeah, there's only basically a fiberglass shell. And sounded like an old the old scooters, isn't it? The old meh. But yeah, there was two around where I was. I know one of them got picked up and put on its roof, which wasn't exactly great at the time. Should have been done, but yeah. Right, so as we're coming up to an end, Fuzzy, you got anything coming up?
Well, aside from Chelsea preview, either tomorrow or Friday, as we play them on the Saturday. That's pretty much all I've got left for this week.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'll see what happens with Saturday's game. Probably lose, as I've said, but you know, in Manchester United, you think you know them, and then they surprise you.
Oh man, yeah, both of our clubs in that are in dire straits, and of course, there's a lot of West Ham people in here tonight, and of course, we've got a couple of the Arsenal boys. It's not a happy place for both our clubs, and seeing where we are, can it get any better? That's the question. Are we saying seeing Donna Fuzzy?
No.
Lucky enough, I think that ship has sailed. I think we can clearly say.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's sunk.
It's. Eros is saying, Fuzzy, why the long face? Well, Eros, you could be smiling, my friend. I know you're laughing there. You could be smiling because at the end of the day, your club's doing well at the moment. Our two clubs, respectively, in the doghouse without a foul. But we are going to start wrapping up, people. Thank you very much for being in the chat. Like I said, don't forget to go to Fuzzy's channel, give him a like and subscribe as well, and obviously share where you can. And so, yeah, Sharky, I'll quickly do that one for you. Predictions for the West Ham and Man United game. So for me, like I said, I see us losing 2-0. Man United?
We'll probably be like a 2-1, 3-1.
That's fun enough. I was going to say for your game, I think it'd be 2-1 to Chelsea, possibly just nicking it. I mean, how do you see the West Ham Palace game?
3-0 Palace.
Sounds about right. 6 Champions League games tomorrow. Bloody hell. Don't forget, for those West Ham fans that's here, me and Budgie will be on tomorrow night for the West Ham review, 8 o'clock. And don't forget, Budgie and Kieran will be on at 10 o'clock for the Old School Hammers. So, make sure you guys go over there. I know most of you already do that. Eros is saying, totally get it, but Arsenal won't win shit under this manager. We all know they will bottle it. And Elson, he said, if I don't laugh, I'll cry. And that's where the position where we are as well. We don't do predictions anymore. I think we had a future premonition there, Pepsi. Because if that was the case and that, if you predicted the West Ham and Man United games, you get maximum points every single time. But people in the chat, thanks for being with us and that. We will see you for tomorrow. That's because we're shit. Don't forget, like I said, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for being with us and that. We are now going to sign off. Like I said, see us tomorrow, me and Budgie. But try and enjoy the rest of your evening. Liverpool seem to be in a quite comfortable position at the moment. And hopefully you'll enjoy your weekend coming up. Take care for now. Bye-bye now.
Ciao, ciao.